Hey guys, it's SimQueen, and today I'm doing another speed build for the A to Z build challenge. I am on the letter U, which was a huge challenge. I kind of already thought of doing an underwater house before I was even on the letter U because I knew there wouldn't be much to do. There wouldn't be very many options, and so I kind of just stuck with it and I gave it a try. I was kind of inspired by a restaurant that I have seen on the gallery before, and I've actually been in it. I think in my aspirations challenge, in the very first generation, we visited this restaurant underwater, and it was very cool. And I felt like, I don't know, I felt like trying it myself. I wanted to go for something with a lot of blues, kind of a very like aquatic theme, and yeah, that was kind of my goal. Also, you'll see a couple times that I have to go from nighttime to daytime. My game just kept going back to nighttime. It was very annoying, but I do have to change it a couple of times. So yeah, there was no inspiration as far as like a Google image or a Pinterest picture, like nothing like that. I kind of had to do it on my own. Underwater houses aren't that popular. I've never really seen one or even heard of an actual one. Actually, no, I think I have heard of a hotel that's underwater. I don't know where it is, like somewhere like Fiji or something like that, which is really cool, but this is a little bit different. So you kind of walk into you can't just automatically walk down the stairs. You have to have a bit of a shelter to go into first. So I made a bit of a foyer upstairs, and then there's stairs leading down. And then off of that foyer there's also like a deck sort of thing, like a patio area. This whole thing's a swimming pool, so your Sims can swim in this entire thing. I don't think they can ride jet skis or anything like that, but I didn't try, but I don't think you can. So yeah, I put a couple of pool floaties there too, just so you can see that you can actually swim in this area. I had this vision for an open ceiling, like a glass ceiling. I wanted to be able to allow in as much light as possible, and I thought it would look really cool in the screenshots, so I used this dance floor that the one that you can see through, and unfortunately when you go into the screenshots, the ceiling is black, and I'm not sure why you can't actually see above like I thought you would be able to. The only other way I could probably do that is to add on a glass roof, but in order to add on the roof I'd have to add walls, and then it would just be too tall. So I don't know. It was a bit of a mess. It didn't exactly work out the way that I wanted to. I'm a little disappointed that you can't see out the top of the ceiling like I was planning. That was kind of my whole vision actually, and it didn't work at all. So that is kind of too bad. But the house is still pretty cool. The screenshots, I just don't show the ceiling. You can still play in it. It's completely playable. When you go into camera mode, the ceiling is going to be black. That's all. Which is kind of unfortunate, but it's a bit of a weird build, so I'm not too surprised it didn't work out perfectly. I wanted to go for a lot of blues, like aquamarine kind of colors. I had never used these countertops before that we got with Island Living, so I decided to try those out. The floor plan was a little weird because I just started making boxes everywhere and tried to fit bedrooms and kitchens, like all the rooms where I thought they should go. This turned out to be like a little dining area. Pretty much the whole house is made of glass, so you can see out into, I guess, the sea. So air quotes, it's really just a pool, but to make it look more kind of underwatery, I did put some like plants out there, and I don't know, it does look kind of cool when you're looking outside, but yeah, this just, again, the ceiling is just the only issue I have. Again, I used a lot of blues. I went crazy with blue in this house. I just felt like doing something kind of strange and fun, and that's pretty much what this was. This build took me a long time, mostly because of all the details, and I had to redo a few things. Some things just didn't work out the way I wanted to. I did put a lot of blinds around, and I wanted the, I guess curtains, and I wanted the light fixtures to be sort of like, I don't know, interesting points about the house. So there are a few different light fixtures that are kind of interesting throughout the house, mostly just like the kitchen, dining room, and living room. I love these blue couches so much. I've never been able to use them because they're so bright. And that aquarium coffee table, nobody ever uses it. I probably use it one other time, but this build, it's so perfect for it. I thought I could definitely get away with using that one. Like I said, it's just fun to go crazy with one color, and different shades of one color too. So I had a lot of fun just putting blue everywhere, and every single room has blue in it, and I don't know, I thought it suited the build a lot. And then I didn't want it to be too cluttery, so I don't add a lot of like not junky items, but they're not junk, but just clutter items. I don't add a lot of that. I love that rug though that went under the couches. I loved it so much. I'm glad I found that one. I didn't even know it existed, but it's very pretty. Redoing the kitchen, I'm not sure why. I think I took out all the counters because I wasn't really feeling it, but then I decided to go for it anyway, so I put them right back. And yeah, I don't know why what was wrong with them? There's nothing wrong with them. I liked them. Of course, the blue stove, the blue fridge, the blue microwave, the blue coffee table, everything is a little bit obnoxiously blue, but I think it's kind of cool. It does have a dishwasher as well. Like I said, not too much clutter. I placed a few little clutter items throughout the house just to make it look lived in, but for the most part, it's pretty clean and, I don't know what the word is. Not minimalist. I wouldn't say minimalist, but I'm not like Kardashian empty, but like Kim Kardashian's house, I don't know if you've ever seen it, but it's terrible. It's so ugly, and I think that's the point. I don't know. I cannot get in the minds of a Kardashian or Kanye West. Can't even go there, but their house is very weird and empty, and I think it's terrible. But this is, yeah, I don't know why I'm comparing the two. They're not even close. But anyway, so the one bedroom has a walk-in closet and an ensuite bathroom as well. I really wanted the bed to be facing out towards the sea, so I decided to put that wall there for the closet and put the bed up against it so that when you're laying in bed you can just look right out into the ocean, which is kind of cool. Again, I'm going to be referring to it as the ocean. It's not really the ocean. It's a pool and with some seaweed in it, which I will later add. Again, going so crazy with the blues. So this build is coming out on November 3rd. But I'm pre-recording because I don't know, I always am. I say this with every build, but that's just my schedule. It's totally crazy. And my husband and I are moving into our new house in 2 days. I am pre-recording this. What is today? I don't even know. I think it's October 23rd. And so the build's not coming out for another 10 days, but my husband and I are moving in 2 days, and I just have to get all these videos out so quickly. I'm not going to have a computer or internet for a little while, which is the end of the world, and I really want to make sure that all my videos are still scheduled daily. I don't know why I'm committed to that, but I am. Nobody really cares, I don't think. Nobody would even notice if I didn't upload, but to me it's important. I want to make sure that I'm still doing daily uploads. Yeah, so my schedule is all over the place. Anyway, where I was actually going with that is university is coming, and that was announced. Well, the trailer was dropped yesterday, I think. Yeah, yesterday. We kind of already knew about it. It's funny because the first line, I mean, we've been sort of on to them about this leak for university for a couple of weeks now, and it's funny because the first line of the trailer, it's a song, but in the lyric of the song in the trailer is, "Bet you didn't see this coming." Nope, they got us. I don't know if that's their own humor. I'm not sure. Or if they honestly did not think we saw it coming. I don't know, but I thought it was really entertaining that they would say that. But anyway, yeah, I'm really excited for university. I try not to complain too much about... You know what? No, I don't try that hard. I try not to complain about Sims content that we haven't even gotten yet. So I don't really have anything negative to say yet, except I'm a little worried that university classes are going to be a rabbit hole. I already kind of predicted that before they even said. I think I posted something snarky on Twitter about how I'm pretty sure things are just going to be a rabbit hole, and I'm pretty sure that is actually going to happen. We all know the Sims 4 team hasn't put as much effort into the Sims 4 packs as they have with all the other packs, so I'm not expecting too much. My standards have been lowered like you would not believe. So I don't expect too much from them anymore, which is a little sad, but I am really excited for this pack. I don't want to be too negative about it. It's the one pack that I've been saying, I just need this pack, and then I'm good. I'm done. Not done with The Sims 4. I hope we get more content, but it's the one thing that I'm, really hoping for. And if we get it, when we get it, I'm going to be super critical about it. I know I am. I am with all the packs, though. My last speed build, all I did was complain about Realm of Magic, because it was a garbage pack. And I mean, I don't want to complain about this one. I really hope they're not going to disappoint us. I guess we'll see. It's coming out November 15th. I'm very, very excited. Definitely going to start a new Let's Play for it. The trailer was really good. There was a couple of new things that I noticed, like bathroom stalls and piercings and tattoos and stuff like that. There are 2 universities, Brightchester and Foxbury. I'm far more interested in Brightchester, I would say, just because I want more of like the traditional university. But I think I'll send my Sims to both. I don't know. I think I'll use university quite a bit, though. I'm really excited for it. And yeah, like I said, I'm hoping that they're not going to disappoint us too much. Lately, that's kind of how it's been going, but yeah, anyway, that's my thoughts on University, which is super late. It was announced a long time ago, and I'm just now getting to talk about it. But anyway, back to the build. Yeah, there's a lot of blue in this house, in case you haven't noticed. I've done the that other bedroom by the kitchen. I think it's just like maybe a spare room. I'm not really sure. You could do anything you want with it. I did do a little office area as well, which I really like. I actually like the office a lot. It's very I don't know. It's very welcoming, but also it kind of looks corporate. Like there's like the computer that's facing outwards and the 2 chairs, and yeah, I don't know. I like the office a lot. And then over on the outside of the actual house, I'm putting in these like what's supposed to be seaweed and rocks, just to make it sort of look like you're actually underwater. So that took a really long time. It was just like sizing things up, sizing things down, raising things up, raising them down, placing these ferns and grass and just other things around, just to make it look, I don't know, I want it to seem like you're actually underwater. So when you're in the screenshots, you can look outside and you can see all these like the seaweed and the rocks, and it doesn't feel like you're just at the bottom of a pool, which is what I wanted. I didn't want it to look like a pool. I mean, it does. I'm not sure what I end up doing for the walls, because you can paint the walls of a pool and you can place tile flooring as well, and I did do that. I can't remember what I chose. I had a hard time with it though, I'll tell you that, because I could not figure out what looked underwater, what looked natural, so that was a bit of a struggle. Like I said, I don't remember what I end up going with, but I hope it looks okay. I was pretty pleased with the screenshots. The ceiling issues aside, I loved like the brightness, and you do get a lot of natural light in this house as well, just because, I mean, there are a ton of windows, and I forgot to see what it looks like at nighttime. Oh, I'm kicking myself for that. I wish I had gone in at nighttime and taken some screenshots, because I wonder if it would, I don't know. I don't know what I wonder. I'm not sure. I want to know what it would look like. And here I am trying to pick flooring. There's like this dirt and sand, and I don't know what I ended up going with. I think just some gray. I don't know. It's hard because I didn't know what it should look like. And then upstairs there's a hot tub out there. I did place a bar as well and a couple of chairs, like a little bit of a seating area out there, so your Sims can still not be underground all the time. They can go outside and sort of sit on this little deck area. I did put a ladder so they can get into the pool, and there's some pool floaties just to show like where you can sort of lounge. There's a barbecue out there as well, and I think that's pretty much it. I don't know why I placed a fruit bowl there. I thought it looked good, but yeah, I do love this little area outside. It's not player tested. Oh yes, it is. Yes, it is player tested. I think everything pretty much works. I can't remember if there were any issues. What's the point of player testing something if you don't remember what the issues were? I don't think there were any though, because I would have fixed them. But yeah, I'm very excited about this underwater house. I hope to live in it someday with my Sims. I say that with all my builds. I barely get around to it, but it is pretty spacious, and I think it ends up being 121,000 simoleons, so it's pretty expensive to live in, but I mean, it's a pretty like luxurious house. Like you would have, oh, I just had a spider on me. That's not fun. It's a pretty luxurious house, so I don't know. I think 121 isn't that bad. I did put a bunch of vegetation and like bushes and trees and just things around it to sort of close it off a little bit, make it look a little bit more natural. And I think that is pretty much it. You can download this house on the gallery. My origin ID is SimQueen 1992. If you enjoyed this speed build, please give it a thumbs up, comment down below, and I will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.